Ta-da! Boink. As I've promised, it will be focus against Sok. Promise to whom? Uh, to myself, mostly. Anyway, I've got to turn on my phone, I've got to do some preparation at least. And I've got to speak quicker, faster. Oh, and I will die quite soon. Anyway, I've got to be quick. I've got to be quick about everything. I've got to speak quickly. I've got to speak concisely. No, it's not the right word. No, no. Concise. Concise is short mannered. Short mannered. So, yes, laconic, concisely, laconically. Anyway, it'll do. So I'm still turning on my phone. Oh God, my dear sweet potato, will you wake up? No, because my Wi-Fi is down. Oh fuck! Give me 5 seconds. Give me a lot more than 5 seconds, to be honest, because my Wi-Fi is down, and I believe if I'll turn it back on, it will not get up again. Leave. Look alive, sunshine. Oh no. Looks like it's functioning. Is it? Yeah. Likely. Maybe. Hopefully. Yeah, I've got to be happy about this Twitch. If you're not happy about the Twitch, some Twitch moderator will come to your house and kill you. No, please don't murder me, Twitch moderators. Anyway, my stream is back up. My stream is running. I don't know what's going on really. Please change how it all looks. And never. Oh no, Twitch, join the Twitch. Join the Twitch. Subscribe to the Twitch. I don't want to subscribe to my own channel. Anyway. You've said anyway for what? 3 times already. Anyway. Let's listen to my voice for a little while. Let's listen to my voice for a little while. Yeah, it all works fine. It's all just fine. I've got to turn down my volume a little bit. Just maybe 1 point of a decibel. 1/10 of a decibel. Not just one full decibel. Anyway. Yes, anyway, motherfucker. Anyway, say it one more time. Anyway. Of course, the game will be muted because Lalite is casting. I'm restreaming his cast. He's not casting right now. This game was played at 15th October. I mean, yesterday, 2 days ago. Yeah, it's likely 2 days ago. So, it's Twisted Meadows, it's Sok against Focus, to quite good tier 1 players, but not on top, so we can hope to not see Rifle Pala, or maybe to see Rifle Spella a little bit, less perfectly executed than it's possible than it can be done by Fortitude. So the game will not be as broken towards human. And not Twisted Meadows, of course. Playing power rifles is not a good option because you've got so many good camps and large camps, and playing power rifles being completely locked out of these camps early on is not ideal. Since Ivanor can get himself a flute, can get himself so close to level 2 as only possible, and right now Focus decides to go towards his enemy. He's... is he? No. No, he decides to creep his merc camp, or at least buy himself a troll. That's fine. Sok is making quick expansion, but against Farseer with at least one grant, against Farseer level 2, quick expansion is not really ideal because for as long as you do not make enough towers on your exp and on your main, a good Farseer player will be able to constantly harass you since you've got so many units early on, and thus you can apply harass to both your expansion and your main. Enemy's expansion and enemy's main, of course. So Focus is making tier 2. It's not the quickest tier 2 in the world, but it's relatively quick. And he's fully expecting to see Archmage here. He got himself a Priest. Priest will help against Archmage. Priest will greatly help against Elementals. And Human, as much as he got expansion ready, as much as he's totally prepared to attack, he still, I mean, totally prepared to defend the expansion. He still can't defend his main. He still can't do much with his Archmage. Both players got mantles. Focus will kill a few peasants. No, he will not kill a single one, really. And for some reason, my phone decided that it doesn't want to show the chat any longer. For fuck's sake. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You fool! Metal. Piece of metal. Useless piece of metal. So at least one peasant should die here. Yeah, kill at least one peasant, get a level 3, lose a priest because this priest is generally already dead. It's just sad that he was unable to use his dispels. This troll should also die. Does Archmage got boots? Yes, Archmage got boots, so this troll will die, this grunt will die. And right now, Human is getting a good... He is getting a good deal out of the trades. His Archmage is quite low, but at the same time, he's not that afraid of being harassed. He got boots, Troll Berserker from Focus dies, which is very, very sad for Focus because Troll Berserker is so expensive, and so got himself a priest. It's just one priest. Maybe Focus should have controlled his ops Mercamp. It's completely possible to just move the golem away to buy an enemy's priest, and with two priests, you basically make it so that there are no water elementals on the map for a little while, at least. And right now, Fly is lagging. Focus is making two bestiaries because his main bet should be Raiders right now, since Human got himself an expansion, a working expansion, a functional expansion, an expansion that is relatively easy to defend because he already got an arcane tower on it and maybe even one more tower. Yeah, he's making another tower, but it's likely in his main. And Fly is getting disconnected. Boink. Goodbye, Fly. It was nice to see you. So right now the best bet would be to just try to attack with raiders, to make a timed attack with 4-6 raiders, and make some significant damage, maybe kill an archmage, because it's also completely possible. Archmage will not likely be able to cancel anything, maybe this one bestiary, but that's perfectly acceptable. Losing just one bestiary is painful, but relatively less painful than losing to. I mean, 10 times less painful than losing to. So Focus is still grading his weapons for raiders. He's making the first raider. Torrent Chieftain, of course, wants wave in this strategy. I don't know if he'll take wave or if he'll wait till he'll be absolutely sure that he can get a hero kill with Stomp. But Wave is generally better in such strategy, and Torrent Chieftain is dangerously low. Sok is quite close, but I doubt they'll meet, and I doubt anything bad will happen with the cow. This Burrow will die. There is no way this borrow will be saved, just as another borrow next to it. It will also go down, undoubtedly, without any possibility of saving it. This priest gets denied, and of course, no? Okay, he will be able to save the second borrow. Yeah, it's wave. Wave level 1 is not that damaging, but it deals some damage to footies. Uh, anyway, Sok is very, very happy to trade these footies for just one borrow. It's just 3 footmen. He doesn't give a shit about them. He absolutely knows that these footies are no longer useful for him. Just a wasted 6 limit. And right now, Sok will win if he decides to make a timed attack. I mean, just go for mass casters. Just go for 70 limit mass casters with towers, with everything, and with Mountain King, preferably level 2 with both Clap and Stormbolt, and you'll win. At the same time, what Focus relies on is to attack quicker, to deny his opponent's expansion, to destroy it. He's making pillage because, of course, he's planning to attack buildings. You don't make mass raiders to attack anything else on the field, except for maybe an occasional hero, maybe an occasional casters. Level 4 Archmage, Sobi Mask for any of this, level 4 Fire yes, exactly. Level 4 Farseer. Sobi Mask for either a cow or a Farseer is absolutely amazing. And I doubt he will be able to break through, because Sok was prepared. Sok made at least one guard tower, he got a few rifles already, a few farms will go down. That's some money, but generally that's completely abysmal. Two peasants gone down. And right now, human doesn't have enough food. Why? Oh, you're just starting the production of your casters, and you didn't make enough rifles. Okay. And right now, losing farms, you're losing food limit. It doesn't matter, at least right now. It doesn't matter. Oh, focus bought scroll of protection, and Archmage goes down. That's the occasional hero we were talking about, but it's completely Sok's fault because of course Orc doesn't have any form of control other than net on raiders, and not using TP is awful. It's just awful by Sok. He should have used his TP. He should have TP'd out. Yes, he would get some damage on his expansion. I greatly doubt the expansion would die in this case. And he decides to revive his Archmage in the tavern, which is a great mistake. I mean, in the altar. You shouldn't do it. You should never do it. That's awful. Two raiders will go down, but expansion will also go down, and now the game is more or less equal. And one rifle was eaten by Kodabeast. Of course, it's worth it. Eating a rifle, eating any unit is generally worth it. And another priest will die, and the sorcerers will die, should die. Yes, yes. Just get there and kill this Sork. Don't let her escape. Yeah. And you also could have killed the rifle, but it was a little bit more risky. And if he destroys an altar, it's over. That's how tides change, turns change, something changes. Just TP out. Do not fight here, you will lose your Coda, and Coda is pricey. Oh god, that was a terrible decision. Fighting here is a mistake. It's a massive mistake, and you could have pressed this TP like 10 seconds ago and not lose 2 additional units. And again, human, as much as he doesn't have an expa anymore, he can always rebuild an expa, and he should power build the altar. Even more peasants. I would like to see more peasants, like 2 more peasants to build in this altar. But he will be so short on lumber that he would give up all hopes for the expansion. And that's why he is not making he's not putting more peasants on building this altar because he needs this altar and he doesn't have enough money to revive Archmage in the tavern. Reviving Archmage in the altar was a mistake. It was a massive mistake. He should have went towards the tavern at all costs with a militia, pulling a militia from his main and revive an Archmage and just try to defend properly. Yes, he would still lose his expansion, quite likely, maybe a few units, but the whole situation will not be so terrible, and he would be able to have a massive presence on the map with Archmage and casters, and right now, he's creeping freely only because Orc allows it. I mean, if Orc wanted to, there would be no creeping for human. I've got absolutely no idea why he's trying to creep his Torrent Chieftain to 4.5. I mean, yes, level 5 on Torrent Chieftain is amazing. Items on Torrent Chieftain are amazing. Oh, he's making his own expansion. Okay, that's perfectly acceptable. Was this expansion established back by Sok? Is it back yet? No, not likely. No, Archmage still got 30 seconds to think about his life choices. Yeah, to think about not pressing TP when you're facing Chain Wave at like 300 HP because it's the less safe moment you can press TP out. Otherwise, you'll get completely wrecked by Chain Wave. Staff of Silence is not that amazing in this matchup. Since most of the time, yes, Silence is absolutely brutal and absolutely amazing against priests and Sorks, but most of the time your heroes will be not able to get through Spellbreakers. So you will not get in range to use this Silence. So he may sell it and I will not be that much against it if he decides to buy scrolls instead. But no, he decides to stick with it. He decides to silence Mountain King, silence Archmage. Silencing Archmage is barely useful for as long as Archmage doesn't have Blizzard. The moment Archmage will have Blizzard, and he should return to Blizzard at some point, it will be immensely useful. But silencing Mountain King is always amazing. No Stormbolts for a while is very welcome. A few peasants will die, one Arcane Sanctum will die, Coda Beast will die in exchange, that's not the unit that should be here. Oh god, for some reason my phone just goes down and goes down again. What's wrong with you, dear Twitch? I've got no idea. Anyway, human is chasing chasing with Mountain King, of course. Yes, this raider decided to stop the Mountain King in his tracks, and then he was the one who paid for it. Of course, with raiders, you are not allowed to take direct engagements, other than some lucky direct engagements, like the previous one, because you just can't. It's impossible. The towers will go down, all the peasants on Sok's main will go down, and that's a certain victory for an orc, because you get some experience for towers, and you usually don't lose as much as on your expansion as a human loses on his main. And these two footmen will also go down. How many footies did Sok make? Yeah, this Toran who was just waiting. I mean, it may be a conscious decision because Torrents are slower than your general units and your raiders, and they would serve in the role of this poor Coda Beast who was caught and killed because, of course, human army can quite easily catch and kill a Torrent with just Stormbolt. And right now human is attacking Orc's expansion, but he lost so many units on his main, and Orc is attacking his casters. And that's awful. Losing casters so early on in the fight is just brutal. And losing rifles, and getting wrecked by Chain Wave, while your Spellbreakers are 10 kilometers away from the place. And getting wrecked by Torrents. Mountain King is clapping, he will clap 3 more times, 4 more times. I mean, he can do it a lot. He's a Mountain King in the end. He's a Mountain King, he wrecks everything. But in the end, Sok lost all his army because, as much as clap is amazing, you need something to fight the units you're clapping at. And the first game for Focus. Game number one, Focus victory. Good. Beautiful. Game number two, Focus against Sok. The map is springtime. We can skip a few seconds. And on the springtime... on the springtime human is going Rifle Pala because he can do it. It's a large map. It's easy to creep with Rifle Pala. And of course there is no answer to Rifle Paladin for an orc. If you're not lean and if you're not playing against someone 2 tiers below you, Orc is instantly going for Berserkers, of course, Headhunters, because Headhunters are the only option you've got against Rifle Paladin, Rifles Paladin, since Rifle Pala will just kill everything that comes in melee. So your Grunt may feel so strong and powerful, but in the end your Grunt will fall quite quickly. Not quite quickly, because rifles rifles lack damage, but quite decisively anyway. And here we've got early Paladin. Stop, why is it so early? No, it's a normal timing. It's just that springtime allows you to creep for items very quickly, and it's awful for an orc because orc wants to have certain control over the engagements, at least early on. Orc wants to control where his enemy is. Orc wants to prevent creeping. Orc wants to stop Pala at level 1 for as long as possible, at least for as long as his second hero gets out, and it'll likely be Naga, because after Panda nerf you don't really have any more options. Maybe it'll be Toran, but I greatly doubt it. Maybe it'll be Shadowhunter, which is possible, but I still doubt it. Naga is the most usual option. And now rifles are shooting at different wolves, and that's bad. You want to focus with rifle pala as much as possible. Focus decides to attack Blacksmith. It's mostly because he got nothing else to do. You just make sure that you just make certain that your enemy stays in base. You make certain that you are making your own upgrades so that you're not losing wolves, and then after that you can do whatever you want for as long as you don't get deep into the human's base. And it's usually attacks on farms, attacks on blacksmith, attacks on barracks, but the best targets are farms. You can kill farms quite quickly, and human needs these farms. He absolutely needs them, at least early on, because right now 80 lumber and 80 gold and 30 lumber is not 20. The gold and lumber cost is not negligible. I completely forgot how much farm costs. God, I've got to start playing again. I'm starting forgetting things. Yeah, and of course you can't repair farms properly because if your peasants come and start repairing, then your peasants will die due to how good the focus of headhunters is. Focus is getting his tier 2. He of course can control the game for a little while, and he's trying to do it as nicely as he only can. Meanwhile, Paladin still got quite a large quite a large amount of mana. He's a bit stingy with his mana, but in general, Focus didn't achieve anything. He looks dominating, but in the end, he got only one farm and only one peasant, and that's nothing. And right now he gets Naga, and he tries to get some early kills. He'll likely try to get a rifle here. No, focusing Paladin is always an option for as long as Paladin is at level 1. And Paladin got the kill on this Huskar, Tuskar. Yeah, it's Tuskar. It's Tuskar. It's a freaking Tuskar with tusks. So in the end, it's a complete disaster for Focus. I believe Sok should win this game already. It's really hard to play as an orc against power rifles, and especially when you can't do any significant damage early on. Paladin is level 2, he got aura. One rifle should die here. He should die here. No, he gets away. And another rifle will also get away, at least for a while. Because human is properly kiting this rifle, but this one dies. That's not much. That's by all means not much. And another rifle should go down. Kill him. And of course you should not lose a single berserker, which quite often is not easy. Naga was in a little bit of danger, but the lady will be fine. The Slytherin lady will just slither away. And right now, after Focus got 2 rifles for himself, the situation is a little bit better, but it's still awful. Mostly because it's just springtime. You can do much on springtime against human with power rifles. Now he's going to tier 3, of course. He wants berserkers, he wants early berserkers, he wants early Taurens, maybe some spirit walkers. Yeah, the Tauren wanderers. I've almost said Tauren wanderers, but these are spirit walkers, of course. And right now, Focus got a terrible item for himself, but it's not that bad against power rifles. Mostly because human doesn't have any form of dispel at this moment. One rifle goes down, another rifle should go down. That's just bad control by Sok because he doesn't control his other rifle. Oh no, he was able to save this rifle, and at the same time, Farseer is alive, which is also quite wonderful, because that was very dangerous moment. Scroll of the Beast, traded for one rifle. It's not really wasted, but right now Orc doesn't have enough HP on his Farseer. Orc doesn't have. Oh, one Berserker will fall. No? Okay. Human lacks damage. Human significantly lacks damage. 3 rifles went down. Sok was able to prevent death of the 4th rifle, but in general, that's the perfect moment for an orc to attack, because before Blood Mage is level 3, before Paladin is level 3. Paladin is only 2.5, Blood Mage is only 1.5. They both lack mana. They both lack mana. Andor got himself Torrent Chieftain as his 3rd hero, and right now, I would say that doesn't look that bad for an orc. He's making a Quad Beast. He decided to avoid making a lot of Torrents, if any. Does he have a single Torrent? No, he likely doesn't have a single Tauren totem anyway, even, which is strange. And Sok is making a Griffin Aviary. But if Orc will not have a single Tauren, then Orc will die just pure rifles, yes. But if Sok will make 2 Griffin Aviaries, if Sok will spend all this money on Griffin Aviaries, if Sok will make at least 2-3 Griffins out of these Aviaries, and there will be absolutely nothing to kill with these Griffins, human will be in a little bit of trouble. Coda beasts are not optimal because, of course, Coda beasts die very quickly to rifles. Two aviaries are being made. Coda beast will survive, but he will lose healing, which is terrible in its own way. Tauren Chieftain is collecting large items. He got boots, he got belt. The only thing he lacks is mantle. Mantle of +6 intelligence. And the moment he'll have it, he'll be both strong, agile, and intelligent cow. He'll still be a freaking cow. Anyway, Paladin is finally level 3, Blood Mage is finally level 2, Human is attacking the red spot, but Orc should also attack the red camp. I believe he'll do that after he creeps this merc camp. There is no real reason to not. And Orc should no perf. No? Why? Attack the red camp! What are you doing? And of course, Human got the best item in the game for him. It's Ancient Django of Endurance, it's Torrent Sora. All rifles are quicker, all rifles attack quicker. It's just awful. You can do absolutely shit against it. Oh, Focus decides to go for an early expansion. It may be his demise, but with 4 griffins with 4 rifles going down, and with Human making griffins, there may be an out for him. Human can switch to rifles really quickly, to knights really quickly, but he still got 2 griffins. And he's making Stormhammers, and he spends money on all of this. And that is more or less worth the expansion. So what Orc wasted on an expo and what is just paying back right now. Or Human has wasted on aviaries and griffins and whatnot. And right now he'll lose at least 2 rifles. He should lose at least 2 rifles, yes. And the second rifle will go down to creeps, but it still counts. And losing 2 rifles is awful. I would like to say that there is a certain balance that Orc is winning because of his race and right decisions, but he's mostly winning due to luck. Really. He was lucky that Human went for Griffons, that it's the third Griffon he's making. 3 peasants went down, Human is wasting TP scroll, and Sok doesn't really understand what's going on. Come on, man, you should have noticed that your enemy, your vis-a-vis, doesn't have a single Tauren. You don't need 5 Griffins against Raiders and Berserkers. That's just the way to get wrecked. You need to switch to knights, to at least a few knights, and yes, Orc will make Codabeasts, but your rifles are great against Codabeasts. And yes, you lack certain map control, but what can you do? And right now, a few berserkers should fall, but Griffin falls. It's what, 2 berserkers that fell. That's acceptable for a Griffin and a large red camp and a TP out, because of course TP scrolls are not entirely free. Free of charge. Free. The word is just free. Am I even grabbing my screen correctly? I don't know. I've got zero idea. I've got to pause the game for a little bit. Am I there? Yes, I am. Is my voice? Do I have a voice? Is my voice? Do I have a voice? Yes, Bernie, you've got a voice. Okay, let's continue. So Griffins are out. Griffins are out for quite a long time. Human is going towards his level 5 on Paladin and level 4 on Blood Mage. Level 2 Siphon Mana will be quite dangerous, but it's not game breaking. And these Griffins are not in the right spot. They will try to harass Orc's expansion. I believe that's the reason Orc is making fortified burrows. But right now Griffins are isolated. I mean, Orc can absolutely make a few bad riders. Wasting 2 bad riders for 1 Griffin when you've got your expansion is perfectly justified. Make bad riders, man. No, he just wants to find them. Bats, bats. Not raiders, bats. Just burst them. You've got an expansion, your enemy doesn't. You got all this additional money you waste on bad riders. And you will get all the experience, you will get all the benefits. Yes, with armor level 2, it's not so easy. He adds another bestiary, okay. He knows perfectly well what he wants to do. Adding another bestiary is a good choice. It's a decent choice, maybe even a few wyverns in addition to Bat Riders to kill what's remaining after Bat Rider bursts. Sok is suffering. He lost his blacksmith, he is not that afraid of it. Griffins are wrecking terror and havoc in Nork's expansion, but of course they will not be able to kill the expansion itself. And meanwhile, Focus got a few raiders, I believe. Do you have a few raiders? Quite likely. Yeah. So Sok is moving back. He understands what's going after him, what's running after him on the wolf's back. So he has to hide in the forest. But right now, Focus should just start producing bad riders. Do it. He doesn't need anything really. He'll be perfectly fine with just bats. No? Okay. No means no in this regard. He's creeping. Griffins are still in creeps, but that's fine. Yeah, finally he started producing bats. His final borrow was done, but he would be able to produce 2 initial bats way earlier. And human continues to make griffins. I doubt this tactic will lead to his victory, because yes, he got, what, 8 griffins right now, but just harassment with these griffins will not lead to his victory. He needs something else. He needs additional scrolls of protection. He needs additional scrolls of healing to offset Bad Rider's damage. And he got 2, but I doubt it'll do. That's an interesting flame strike. I mean, that's an amazing flame strike. Bats, he doesn't want to attack with bats because yeah, it's you need some additional damage, and so it's way better to attack with bats when griffins are not at full HP, when griffins are damaged. Boom, that was a good boom. And all these griffins should die. You've got another bat. It's a lot of damage, pal. Flame strike, another beautiful flame strike, but all the griffins go down. I mean, I don't know what Sok was thinking when he was producing griffins and griffins and more griffins, because it's not really 2009. You can't win with just 3-3 griffins against Orc anymore. Bad Riders are dealing 600 damage and not 500, and Bad Riders are... and your griffins are not that sturdy, and what, you don't have 3-3 griffins, and you don't have... I mean, he got Paladin's aura level 2, which is nice. But you don't have food advantage, and you don't have scroll of protection on your griffins. And Paladin is low, and Sok doesn't have any more units, and he decides to give up. That was a good call. That was quite miserable by him in certain aspects. He lost many rifles early on, and he was, what, passive? Yes, he never came to an orc's base, he never used his mana, he was caught creeping the large red spot and lost 2 rifles there, and he failed at micro, and a few times he didn't completely fail at micro. He's freaking Sok, he's good player. But that was that was quite pathetic in certain moments. He was making griffins all the way through. He could have switched to at least a few knights. He could have added at least a few knights because your rifles, of course, will kill Kodabists way before Kodabists will be able to get away with knights in their bellies. And since knights are so quick, it's quite hard to eat a knight with a Kodabist since it'll dodge an attempt if you've got good micro and you just move it away before Kodabists try to eat it. I mean, the moment Kodabist tries to eat it. So, the game number 3. Focus against Sok, 2-0 in the benefit of Focus. Hammerfall, Sok is going Power Rifles again. And losing farm. Losing farm early on is also quite painful. Yes, it doesn't look like much, but you lose a farm, you can't do anything about it because, of course, Orc is focusing you, and you can repair the farm, and you need to have at least a few militia protecting this farm. Maybe taking 3 militia, adding them to his rifles and trying to attack berserkers with it would help him to protect the farm. But he was quite greedy on lumber and it didn't help out in the end. It all didn't work out in the end. I mean, losing farms early in the game is something small, of course, but it's tempo. You lose tempo, the more you lose in the early game, the more you will lose later. That's an interesting build order. I mean, yes, build order is fine. Placement of the building is quite interesting because he leaves quite a significant entrance to his base. I would fully expect the second farm to be placed closer to the barracks, so only a hero can move through. Paladin will be ready quite soon, same with Farseer. I mean, we can skip for a little bit. 10 seconds is a perfect number. 10 seconds is a perfect number of clicks. I mean, 2 clicks is a perfect number of clicks to skip. And him does the same thing again. It's perfectly doable on Hammerfall. You can creep with just your militia. While Orc is coming towards you, and he gets Ring of Superiority. I would say it's not as good as Mantle plus 3 early on, but that's also very solid. First rifle is starting to suffer. Yes, Ring of Superiority is nice. Ring of Superiority is nice to have. The worst would be, of course, the cloak. I mean, the second worst would be Boots of Agility, because, yes, Spider Silk boots give you some armor, give you some of everything, but they are not great. And Sok is being stingy with his lumber again. That may cost him. What happened with wolves? I'm sorry, what happened with wolves? Did he die? Oh, he did die. That's awful. Losing a wolf is unacceptable here. He had a cooldown. Oh no, they've just disappeared. Okay, they timed out. For hell's sake. Sokis doesn't heal his second rifle, doesn't heal his damaged rifle for some reason. I mean, yes, I understand you want natural regeneration to take its course, but in general, it's a bit dangerous because you've got only one cooldown. Finally, he does it. Yes, having a cooldown up and ready is better than having a little bit more mana. And right now everything looks quite bright for Sok. He didn't lose anything. He didn't lose absolutely anything. One farm is being slowly built. He now decides to not skip the tower. Is slowly being built and then cancelled. Okay, he was able to cancel the farm. Nobody really cares about this farm, of course, but it's something. This farm should be cancelled again. Militia getting wrecked. militia. It's her life choice. It's generally what militia is for, to get wrecked. And right now, Sok got proper 4 rifles, Arcane Tower up, and I believe Orc will not achieve victory in this game. Boink. The farm is getting cancelled again. This rifle is suffering a little bit. All the rifles are damaged, but the natural regeneration will save it. And finally, Orc understands that he should get Naga and then try to do something with Naga. It's not finally he understands, he just got his tier 2 ready. He's getting his troll regeneration because troll regeneration is being researched very quickly. And human is creepjacking him. And that's awful. That's awful for an orc. But at the same time, human doesn't have his blood mage out yet, and human doesn't have his damage output yet. So as much as Paladin got to level 1.8, that's likely all. Yeah, and Orc instantly steals some mana from him, and Orc didn't give him the large creep, and Naga is 1.5, and units are starting to creep random spot on the map. A random spot on the map. Yes, exactly like that. That's how these words should be pronounced. Claws are a bit late on Farseer. I mean, if claws were the item he would have from the beginning, that would be a godsend, and right now it's a bit late for claws. But anyway, Orc is creeping to large spots on the map, very lucrative spots because they both give you large consumables. And Orc is going for 2 Torrent Totems this time, so it will be classic Torrents. Yeah, and it's a large potion of healing, which is awesome on Orcs heroes against Pala rifles, because mostly you would like them. You would like a large portion of healing on really anything that you decide to put into the way of danger, be it Torrent Chieftain with Stomp, or be it Shadow Hunter, or be it Naga, or really anything. And Orc is being able to creepjack human again, because Sok is being a little bit too predictable. This rifle survives on a prayer. And likely doesn't survive for long. Yes, the rifle goes down because Naga is level 2 and Paladin is very low, and him decides to TP out, but human pulled militia and loses another rifle, and not all the militia will get away. No, militia survives on 1 HP. That's fine. But Paladin is low. One of the problems with human... Oh god. At least this headhunter died to creeps and not to anything else. Handhunters will be fine, they've got regeneration, they will regenerate most of their HP. At least a good chunk of their HP, and right now Orc should think about making Berserkers. No Berserker upgrade yet, because he's low on lumber, because Torrents and their upgrades cost a shit ton of lumber, really. Polarize is so pricey. In everything. So that was another terrible engagement for human, to be honest. That was absolutely awful engagement, and Sok decides to get back. Sok decides to protect his base from this attack. This attack will not kill even this rifle. It's quite possible that another rifle will die. Just use fork. Eh, he was able to deny it, but in general it's still awful. He was unable to save it. Denying the rifle is one thing, saving rifle is completely different thing. Farseer is still level 2, Naga is still level 2, but Naga is very low, but she got a healing potion, and another wolf will kill another peasant. Good. That's something. Human gets way more aggressive, but at the same time, or got everything he wanted from this map. He got 2.7 heroes, he just needs one more yellow spot to get to level 3 heroes, and that's a Zeppelin which doesn't do anything. And human again is making griffins, and orc should think about stopping making torrents. Just do not make any more torrents. Torrents will die instantly. You've got two, you can get some benefit out of it. And that's another tiny. I sort of even like how Focus is placing Tiny any moment he can, because he knows that human lost a lot of rifles, and the human is not really fortitude, so he'll lose more. And in the end, this Tiny will be able to pay for itself in a while. Because right now human got only 6 rifles, human will have, what, 3 griffins when he'll decide to attack. And another good decision is to not make any more torrents. He got 2 torrents, he decides that's as many torrents as he only wants. As he ever wants, as he wants for now. And you need a certain limit advantage as an orc against power rifles. Orc was a little bit slow, but I believe he'll still be able to deal some damage. Mostly damage to the Paladin, I believe, but anyway, it's something. Paladin is level 3 right now. Right now, Sok got significantly better levels than before. Yeah, dear Blood Mage, you're also not invulnerable to everything. This rifle should be saved. Yes, he was saved. I was almost certain it will die, and it died in the end because Sok decided to. And third rifle dies. That's awful. That's just awful. Two griffins are out, and it's over for Sok. It's over for Focus for a little while because he can't attack. His torrents will die immediately. He knows about it, and he decides to get back and just creep for a while. While his bestiary, while his raiders, likely some bad raiders at least, will be ready. And again, he's playing 2 bases against 1 base, and that matters. That matters a great deal. Naga got herself Ring of Regeneration, which is a good item, it's an amazing item. By the way, Focus is playing only Farseer Naga. He decided to not go for a Torrent Chieftain this time. That's interesting. Likely because he was feeling that his Naga is getting close to her, that his Farseer and Naga were getting close to their level 3. And so that was a great opportunity, and that's a good attack. That's an attack that will absolutely pay for itself. This Arcane Tower will go down, all this militia will go down, and in the end, Orc will just TP out. Yes. It was what? 4 militia, 3 militia, and then an Arcane Tower, and it's significant economic damage, of course, because he did it against just 1 base. And human decides to go for his own exp, I believe. He should switch his peasants to militia about now, or not. Or he thinks that right now it's too dangerous because Orc got Zeppelin, and Orc will just harass him again and again and again. 4 griffins are out. These torrents are in danger. These torrents will die instantly. It's just a torrent popping out machine. Basically, something that will make your cow burst. At the same time, of course, berserkers are amazing against hippogriffs, who are just griffins. Yeah. Look at these torrents go. These torrents are going down. I mean, look at them go means they are going down, not look at them being amazing. Hmm. Human is getting a little bit stuck here. Raider will fall, Torrents will fall right now, but these Griffins are not in the best of shapes. They are in a good spot, and Sok got a good micro right now, and he killed a lot more than he lost. But in the end, it's still one base against two bases. So yes, he killed a lot more than he lost, but he had less, and his losses are more costly. At the same time, of course, we can say that these two torrents are basically just wasted 10 limit. Yeah, you should revive them. Do you even have a training? Oh no, you've got only adept training, you don't have master training. He now realizes that he doesn't have master training. And that's a large mistake because it would be a revived full HP torrent. And he would be able to fight almost instantly, and now he has to wait, now he has to waste all of his healing salves. Another scroll of speed. Focus never forgets his scrolls of speed in this matchup right now. It's the first map, and all these times I've seen scrolls of speed being properly used. Another flame strike. These griffins should remain alive. At least one of them should remain alive if you controlled them properly, dear Sok. Griffins again polymorphed. Of course, Hex is great in this matchup against Griffins. That was an amazing save, but it was a save by the scroll. Chiche Lightning decided to strike the other way. Otherwise, this Griffin would be dead. Were they fighting for the scroll of healing there? Yeah, quite likely so. A lot of berserkers will die here, and not so many units on a human side will die. Because human is in this sweet spot when he can heal for forever, meanwhile two torrents just wrecked his whole base. That was a bit stupid. Shadowhunter goes down, but Shadowhunter is level 1. Nobody really gives the slightest crap about Shadowhunter level 1. Griffins are getting out, and the torrents are getting down. Was it both torrents, or was it just one? It doesn't matter, all the peasants went down. And Focus got a Spirit Walker. This Spirit Walker is prepared to revive his brethren. That's a good thinking by Focus. That's a great thinking by Focus. And right now, he of course will have an advantage. I would like to see another bestiary by him. Just another bestiary, and everything that comes from this bestiary, especially Batriders, because Batriders will solve this fight, at least for a little while. And of course, Sok also knows what's going on. He knows about these two large corpses on his base. He wants them to go away at all costs. But no, my friend, it's not what's gonna happen. First Batrider is being made. Sok will find a few peon kills here. And meanwhile, he's still standing at his base with his heroes, which buys a little bit of time for Focus. No, it's better to waste your Spirit Walker than to revive a Tauren and waste a Tauren along with a Spirit Walker. Paladin is level 5 finally. Borrow is made on an expansion. Focus is creeping. Focus doesn't feel any pressure. He's making his second expansion just because he can. And there is a Batrider looking for the target on the map. Did Sok see him? I greatly doubt it. He just knows that there is a Batrider in production and that his Griffins are very low. And so, what options do Sok have? Not many, really. He needs an expansion, he needs something to stay alive, and his enemy right now got a lot of income. And all these bad riders will just brutally destroy his griffins. I still would like to see the second bestiary, but he doesn't have enough money, at least for a while. Yeah, two bad riders are on the hunt. Bad riders are searching. Another burrow is being made. It's a 100-foot burrow. And this 100-foot burrow will protect the peons on the second expansion. Mm. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. No, it was just two bets, but that's generally everything he needs. Two bets for one griffin is an amazing trade for Focus right now. Yes, they cost more. Who gives a shit? You've got two expansion. And human right now needs an expansion of his own, which will not happen. And he got 2k in his main gold mine, and I believe it'll be 3-0. It should be 3-0. There is very little doubt that human will lose here. Kaboom, kaboom. That was a terrible kaboom. But one Batrider will die. But one Griffin will die just because he will get caught by raiders. Yeah, because he is an owl, and owls in this game do not fly fast. So what's Orc got? It's genuinely 5 Griffins. That's all. What Orc got? Genuinely an unlimited production of bats. Okay, it's 6 Griffins. Of course, you're not that afraid of Blood Mage when you've got so many nets, and by so many nets I mean when you've got one net. Blood Mage is using invul, but this invul will be wasted, and that's all. I mean, that was quite hard to comment because you already know the outcome. So, Sok is wasting his opportunities again. He's making so many griffins, he completely ignores knights, he doesn't make his own expos, meh. And he got caught again. Got caught in a terrible position, lost a few more units. So what's what's how is it called? What's the word for this whole net? It's a tournament's what? Placement? No, placement is each place. So Kaha won against Moon, Fortitude against Focus. Oh, for hell's sake. Focus got no chances. Really, Fortitude against Focus. Hi. Nah, there is no point in watching it. Focus got no chances in these games. It's Fortitude. And Focus. Even Lin got very few chances against Fortitude, but because of the race balance right now, but it's Focus. It's not even Lin. Anyway, have a nice day. I watched one series, and I doubt I'll watch this one. So that's over for today. My lesson in English is over. Yeah.